everyone, and welcome to our book club. I'm going to be telling you a story today about a guy called Jonah. He was one of God's helpers. Let's dive right in. It's called Jonah and the Whale. This is the great city of Nineveh, and from a distance, it looks like a nice place to visit. But when you get to the front door, it doesn't seem quite so friendly. When you get inside and meet the locals, you might wish you'd never come. Here is the king of Nineveh with his "How far can I throw visitors over the wall?" machine. His record is 352 cubits. Here are some ancient carvings from Nineveh. It's a man kicking a cat, somebody pushing somebody off a ledge, and somebody hitting somebody with a bat. Well, if you're on holiday, it's probably best not to visit Nineveh. But Jonah, here he is, he's happy at home, a very long way from Nineveh. One day, God sent a message to Jonah, and it reads, "Dear Jonah, go to the great city of Nineveh and tell them, stop being nasty or else. Love from God." And God's helpfully provided a map and said, "P.S. don't forget your toothbrush." Jonah liked the idea of God being angry with the people of Nineveh, but he did not like the idea of warning them about this. They might start behaving and not get into trouble. Besides, he didn't want to help the king break his throwing visitors over the wall record. So Jonah hopped on a boat to Tarshish and sailed off into the sunset, away from Nineveh and away from God. There he is in the boat, and he's left the note behind. God sent a huge storm with big black clouds and boat-breaking waves. "Help!" cried the captain. "Save us!" cried the sailors. Snore, 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 went Jonah. "Wake up, Jonah," yelled the captain, "and pray to your God." "Whose fault is this?" asked the sailors as they began drawing straws. "Oh, it's mine," said Jonah, holding the short straw. "I'm running away from God. I think he just caught up with me. You'd better toss me into the sea." So the sailors grabbed Jonah by the arms and legs. 1, 2, 3, splash! And the storm stopped. But God sent a whale to swallow up Jonah. And for 3 days and 3 nights, Jonah was inside the whale. It was too dark to read. Besides, he didn't have a book. He couldn't watch television because he didn't have a television. So Jonah prayed. "Oh, thanks God for saving me. I will do what you asked." Then the whale swam up to the beach and blah! Out popped Jonah. God sent a message to Jonah a second time. "Dear Jonah, did you have a nice trip? Hope you had a whale of a time. Now, go to Nineveh and tell them, stop being nasty or else. Love from God. P.S. Nineveh's this way." Jonah knocked at the front door of Nineveh. It does look scary, doesn't it? It opened and in he marched. "Stop being nasty or else," yelled Jonah. "God says, stop being nasty or else." But he's brought his teddy bear with him. When the king heard Jonah, he realised that while he enjoyed throwing visitors over the wall, it wasn't fun for the visitors. So the king stopped being nasty. He put on his "I'm sorry" clothes and asked God to forgive him. And everyone in Nineveh did the same. Here's some more updated ancient carvings. The man with the cat, somebody pointing out the danger, and somebody helping up his friend. Jonah was furious. There wasn't going to be an or else. He stormed out of Nineveh. He sat outside the city and he fumed. God grew a bush to shade Jonah. Jonah was very happy about the bush. The next day, God sent a worm to munch on the bush. Jonah was angry at the worm. He was also angry at Nineveh and angry at God. And then God sent another message to Jonah. Dear Jonah, is it hot enough for you? You care about the bush that gave you shade, but I care about the people, the girls and the boys and the animals in Nineveh. Shouldn't you? Lots of love from God. Now, that's the end of our storybook. But what do you think Jonah did next?